James blocked herself. Yeah, I can see.
All right, guys. So welcome to the very, very first Team Fit for Life Chicks team call. I am super, super excited. Y'all don't know how happy I am to have my viewers here for our very first team call. So let me mute everybody. Here we go. Okay. So first things first. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So you won't see me, but you will be able to see kind of what I'm looking at here on my screen. So let's go ahead and share that. And the first thing that I wanted to sort of bring to everybody's attention is the Facebook group. This is the central hub for all things Fit for Life Chicks involved. If you have not already, please, 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 please make sure that you watch the welcome video. In there, I give you a lot of tools, information, and kind of go over the main layout or the main design and function of this group. Also, another important section to scroll through when you have time is the file section. This is where you'll find any important tools or resources or any information that I have shared with other people in the team. If for some reason you've printed this information out and you can't find it, then always refer back to the file section and you should be able to find a copy of what you're looking for. If there's something that we talked about that's not in the file section, just send me a DM, a text, an email, or any type of communication, and I'll make sure that I save that information out here for you. Speaking of the file section, this is our very first team call. However, I'm going to be having these every 2 weeks. The date and time will be determined. However, there will be a team call every 2 weeks, and I'll save a recording of the call in the file section. Just in the event that you weren't able to attend the team call and we went over some very important information. I know sometimes scheduling conflicts, you may have a meeting that ran over after work, you may have an appointment schedule that you just couldn't get online. Don't ever fret about missing out on any information or anything that happens within the team, because we'll always save a copy of this call in the file section. Another thing I wanted to point out really quick about these team calls is that they're meant to fit into your schedule. Don't ever feel like you have to stop what you're doing, sit in front of the phone or in front of the TV and actually watch the call. It's designed, just like Beachbody is designed, to be a part of your everyday program. If you're driving home from work, if you're feeding your kids, if you're cooking dinner, if you're babysitting or whatever it is that you're doing, have the call on, pop in some earbuds, or just have it going in the background. Feel free at any time to cut your video off. We have coaches calls all the time. People are in the bathroom, people are in the dressing room trying on clothes. And it's meant to fit into your lifestyle. So don't ever feel like you need to rearrange things for the team call. I will send out sort of a feeler. This past week, I sent out a poll just to see what would be the best time and date for everyone. I'll do the same thing for every call that we have going forward, because I want this to benefit you. So it would be best if it was working into your schedule. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Beachbody Challenge. I know many of you are doing a Beachbody program. You may or may not be using Beachbody on demand. And for the Beachbody Challenge, it really doesn't matter. The only thing you would need in order to enter into the Beachbody Challenge is a valid beachbody.com account. You can sign up and get that account completely free going to www.beachbody.com. You don't need a credit card or anything like that just to set up an online account. All you need is your email address and a password. Once you have that information, just come back to beachbodychallenge.com, and then you're going to go to enter your results. When you get ready to enter your results, let me get signed in here. Oh, gosh. Let's see here. Hopefully this works. Nope, that did not work. Why is this not working? Oh, caps lock is on. Okay. Let's see if this will work. All right, finally. So when you enter your results, or when you would like to come on the website and enter your results for the Beachbody Challenge, there will be some things you'll need to do. So there's a lot of words and there's a lot of information as you scroll down the screen, but basically the summary is that you can only submit one application every 30 days. When you're submitting your application, you have to have a before and after photo. You don't have to submit anything until you've completed whatever program you're working on, but you will need to take a picture before you start and then a picture once you complete in order to submit your results. In the picture, you will need to show your face. So you won't, don't wear sunglasses or a hat or anything. It'll need to be your face picture, and it will need to be from the waist up in light to moderate clothing. Meaning you wouldn't want, I have on a jerk, you wouldn't want to put this on. You want like a sports bra or a tank top or, some type of form-fitting, moderately revealing shirt, and you don't have to show your legs or your feet or anything like that. I mean, of course, more is better. However, feel free to start right at your waistline, because what they're focusing on is kind of your headshot, or what they call your bod shot, and this is what they will present at the Beachbody conference, and once they actually announce the winners and everything. So if you are doing a Beachbody program and you would like to be entered into the Beachbody Challenge, again, you can do this every 30 days for every program that you complete. You'll just need to go to beachbodychallenge.com. You will enter your results. Come back out here. Let's just start over. Beachbodychallenge.com. And then you'll click on the enter your results, and then that's where you'll put in your information and upload your photos. And then of course, they'll want you to, they say it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to complete all the questions. They're really just trying to get information on what program you did, how you felt about the program, so that in the event that you're one of the ones that wins $100,000, they can kind of put snippets from your comments in that presentation. It says 1 to 5 photos. Really, there's only one before and one after photo that's required. If you want to put more, that's the more the better. But for the requirement, you only need to have one photo before and one photo after. Face shot, half bod image. Moderately clothing. The next piece of business that I wanted to talk about was Beachbody On Demand. I know that some of you are currently using Beachbody On Demand and some of you are not. If you are not using Beachbody On Demand and you have never used Beachbody On Demand, please reach out to me ASAP so I can send you a link. This link is tied directly to my Coach ID. This link will provide you Beachbody On Demand access for free for 14 days. Once those 14 days are up, you have options. Either you can cancel with no fees intended. You can contact customer service and just tell them, hey, this is just not the program I wanted to do. Could you please stop billing my subscription? Or you can go ahead and sign up if you're like, well, I don't really know if this is the program I want. I need maybe a few more months. There are options for you to extend it, I think, for 3 more months, or you can do 6 more months, or you can do 9 months, or you can do the yearly service. In my opinion, and this is just not a sales pitch from the company, I feel like it is a much better bang for your buck if you do the yearly subscription. It's $99 for the full year. And if we were to take that and just divided it by 12 months in a year, I mean, you're paying 99 divided by 12. You're paying $8.25 plus tax a month. So in my opinion, I think that's the cheaper way to go. However, it is totally up to you and your financial situation as to which route you decide to take. Once you get your Beachbody On Demand account, you have immediate access to all the currently released programs in our library. Once you log in, let me just log out to show you how it looks. You'll literally go to www.beachbodyondemand.com. And then it'll ask you to log in. Once you log in, let's see, I just set this up. Let's see if it works. All right, as soon as you log in, you will have access to It'll show you how many days you logged in, how many days you worked out, your average workout for weeks, and the total number of workouts you've done like in the last year or so. It also sorts itself automatically based on the recently watched, meaning the most current program that you've watched. Then it goes to the what's new, and then it shows the featured section. At the very top, if you click on workouts, you have the ability to sort of select the type of programs that you want to look for. You may notice on here, I have the VIP Early Access Transform 20. Transform 20 will not actually be released with the BOD subscription until April 1st. I think that's the date. If you purchase the VIP Early Access or you purchase any of the Transform 20 challenge packs from me, then you will get the VIP Early Access and it'll show up in your BOD library. So let's just go back out and pretend like we were going to, I don't know, let's go down, let's pick a workout. Let's do T25. I like Sean. I'm on a Sean T high right now, so let's just do T25. So as soon as you select your workout, there is an overview, which just kind of tells you what the program is about. There's a workout list, and then there's your program materials. I spend a lot of time in the program materials because it's in the program materials that you're going to get all your information, your tools, and your resources. Everything starts with the getting started, and then you can get into your calendar and your nutrition. A lot of programs also have music playlists. So if you have Spotify and you're like, I just need some songs that'll go with this workout, I can't find anything. Music is what gets me pumped. Music is what gets me going. A lot of our programs do have already trainer design playlists that you can click on and listen to while you're doing your workout. You will, however, need a Spotify account to be able to access these playlists. Or if you would just like to open the playlist and get a list of the songs, then you can go to iMusic or Amazon Music or whatever source you have and just look them up and put them on a playlist that way. You'll also get your calendar, you'll get your nutrition, and this is for every single program that's in the program library. So let's go back out here. Yeah, let's go back to the program. Another very interesting part of the BOD access is the blog. On the blog, you will find a ton of information. You will find a ton of recipes. You will find, anything you're looking for. If you've never known what to look for, what you need, where to find it, what do I eat, what about this, what about that, go to the blog, because trust me, someone somewhere has asked the question. The company's been around for 20 years. Within those 20 years, someone somewhere has asked the question, and our professionals have taken a stab at providing an answer for it. So if you ever have time and you're just bored, or you want to learn more information about any of the products that they sell, any of the programs that they have, always go to the blog, and then you can find already separated by category information on any information that the bloggers have written about based on these categories above. So I'm in here all the time, especially in the recipes section, because there's some really good recipes in here. Another piece that I wanted to share with you under the nutrition tab is two of our most popular programs. One is the 2B Mindset, and the other one is the Fixate Cooking Show. The Fixate Cooking Show is actually a show done by Autumn Calabrese and her brother. I think his name is Bobby. Autumn is the one that created 21 Day Fix. So here is where you can go and you can get copies of, you can actually watch them prepare the recipe, or you can download the recipe. Once you go and look at the recipes, it tells you, based on whichever recipe you're providing, your container count for that particular recipe. Also, if that recipe is a good idea for a program, you'll notice this 80-Day Obsession. That is probably the most popular program we had released around summer, fall of last year. In the 80-Day Obsession program, you have to eat certain container portions at certain times of the day. So you may have had to have a purple and blue only. This recipe was designed to help you meet that container requirement as a part of the 80-Day Obsession. It's not only for 80-Day Obsession people to eat. It fits into any program as long as you need a purple and a blue for the day. But if you're in the 80-day obsession program and you're looking for a purple and a blue, this one will qualify. So this just kind of gives you a little bit information on how the BOD website works. I would encourage anyone that has never used Beachbody On Demand to try the 14-day free trial. Get in here, play around, watch some of the workout videos. I watch Transform 20 every night before. I just turn it on and I just slowly scrub through the video to say, okay, and then we're going to do some push-ups. Then we're going to do some lunges, some squats. Okay, I think I can handle that. Looks like a little cardio break. Then we're going to do some more. Okay, and then it's done. That just helps prepare you for the workout the next day. So you're not standing there thinking, okay, now what am I finna do next? And then he jumps down on the floor and starts doing some plyo. And you're like, oh, crap, I wasn't prepared for that. It may require that you get a little additional stretching on the front half before the workout starts. But it's always a great idea just to log on, turn up your video, watch it. Don't have to watch the whole thing, but just kind of scrub through to get you a general idea of what's going to be expected in today's workout program. Again, if you do not have the link to try the 14-day free, please let me know and I'll send it to you as soon as possible. Also, if you have already tried the free 14-day trial and you're no longer eligible for the 14-day free trial and you still want to try the programs, because a lot of people, I mean, weight loss is something we come in and out about. We decide one day we're going to lose weight, next month we stop. Then we decide the next month after that, then next month we stop. Then, oh, we book a trip and then it's like, oh, I got to do this again. Well, you may have already tried the 14-day free trial, so you may not qualify within the same year to do it again. If so, my recommendation to you would be to go ahead and pay for the paid subscription and then just cancel within 30 days. It's still a money-back guarantee. However, you'll get a chance to try the programs out and see if this is something that fits into your lifestyle. Another thing that I will say is to make sure that if you do want to purchase anything on Beachbody, that you just contact me and I will send you a link. The reason that I prefer to send you a link is because that directly ties your purchase to my coach ID. Beachbody is always going to give you a coach. If you go to www.beachbody.com one day from South Africa and you decide you want to sign up for Beachbody, Beachbody is going to assign you a coach. It may be a computer-generated coach, someone that, you know, is new to the program that doesn't have anybody. It depends. But at the end of the day, you're going to have a coach. So I send you the link. So then that coach is me whenever you decide to sign up for the program or you want to order any additional information. So I think that was pretty much it. I kept me some notes because I promised I was not going to keep you guys more than 30 minutes because I know we all have busy things to get back to. That is really all that I wanted to cover on tonight's call. I did want to open the line up to see if anyone had any comments, any questions, any concerns, and then I'm going to close it out with a few thoughts that I had for this past week, and we can kind of go from there. So let me go back here and unmute everyone and see what do you guys want to talk about.
Hello.
Well, hello, Jan. How are you?
I'm good.
So, how have you been these past 2 weeks? How's the program been going?
I haven't did much working out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I slacked off a few days.
Okay.
But I got back on track.
Well, that's all right.
So
what do you think just in us talking is the reason that you slacked off a little bit? Is it that you were ready? Because we all started ready. All of us joined because we were ready at some point.
right.
And then something happens and then we decide, oh crap, I done fell off. Or I
got lazy.
You got lazy. Was it the meal prepping or was it the working out or
both?
It was both. Okay. Fair. Completely fair. One thing I did want to stress is that there is another one. I don't really coach on it just because I don't use it. But I think for the month of February, I am going to start talking about with you guys the 2B mindset. That is another nutrition-based Beachbody program that does not require you to exercise. If you have BOD, it's by Alana. She's the one that created it. go on there and watch her story, read her story, her information. She does not promote the working out or the exercising aspect of Beachbody. She focuses solely on nutrition. Let me see if I can go back to Bod and find her. Here she is, Alana. She is very pretty. If you don't follow her on Instagram, please, please follow her on Instagram. This girl has sent me to Trader Joe's on more than one occasion. She shares all of her finds at Whole Foods. She shares all of her favorite dips, her eat this instead of eat that. She's just a really good tool resource. She loves to snack. She loves to eat. She doesn't believe in small portions, which is why she has her own sort of approach to nutrition. Let's see here. Maybe I can go under videos and research. As you see, I purchased the program as well. I have my To Be Mindset water bottle. Her whole thing is veggies first, water first, veggies most. So fix your plate as big as you want, but make sure you have a full thing of water. Make sure you drink 8 to 16 ounces of water before you eat anything off of your plate. And then you start with your veggies first. You drink more water. You take a second serving of veggies. You drink more water. Then you dip into your proteins or your carbs or whatever else it is that you have on your plate. The idea is that if you've ever eaten anything green, a cabbage, it's full of water. If you're drinking water, so you're going to get full faster. You're not going to be as hungry. If you sit down to eat and you've got your vegetables, you got some mac and cheese, you got some vegetables, you got some mac and cheese, and you got a piece of meat. If you start with that mac and cheese first, you're going to get full, but you're not going to get full off of the right stuff. So you start with the veggies first, as big a portion or as big a helping of vegetables as you want. Continuously drink your water, and then you go to the mac and cheese, because what you'll find is that you'll be eating more of the good stuff, and you'll still have your mac and cheese. You won't have enough room for all of it. So we'll talk about that maybe in February, but if you have BOD and this is something that sounds like it could really be interesting to you, we have tons and there are Facebook groups on just about any program that you want to do with Beachbody. There are To Be Mindset groups. Go to Facebook, search in the search bar, To Be Mindset groups. There are To Be Mindset groups out there of people who are solely following this program that can share recipes and their results, and if some of them are working out and if some of them are not working out. I think Shanti and Alana actually did a video right before we started Transform 20, because there were so many people starting Transform 20 that didn't want to do the containers. They didn't want to measure. They didn't want to keep track and all that kind of stuff. Instead, they decided they wanted to do Alana's set. If you're interested in getting her, let me see if I have. I had at one point a video. Oh, here it is. Sorry, I got to go through all my, you'll get this tracker book from Alana, and it is very similar to the same one that I'm using now with Transform 20. I have to go in every day. I just tracked today, I think. I love this thing, by the way. First, this ain't a bad picture to look at if you got to look at something every day. Let's see here. I love the back. It's so inspirational, and this is not a bad one. I mean, if you got to look at it every day, it might as well be worth looking at. So this is not a bad one, and I fill it out every single day. Every day I go in, I write in what I've eaten. Alana does the exact same thing. It's a little bit thicker because I think it's designed to take you through maybe a month of your nutrition. It may take you through a year. Sorry, it may take you through a year. I think it takes you through a year. But yeah, so in here, and again, I don't even know why I'm going through all this, because you can just go to the resources section in BOD, and you can click on the tracker, and then it'll show you the exact same thing that I have in my hand. So if you don't order the resources, it doesn't matter. Everything is available to you online. Take it, print it out, staple it, put it together, throw it in a binder, throw it in a backpack, throw it in your purse or whatever, just so you can have the information there for you. So if you do walk off and forget your tracker, you still have access to your tracker sheets. So it's the same. It's the same concept here. Yeah, where you get to go in and you can track your meals and you can put in your goals for the week. And a lot of people underestimate actually writing your goals down, but you would not believe how if you continuously write the same goal down, either you're going to get tired of looking at it or you're going to do something about reaching it. So it's very powerful to write your goals down, you know, every day. We start ours the same. We start this one the exact same way. I don't know if it's a mind thing or what, but it really helps if every day you just start the day writing down what your goals are. It can actually be very, very impactful on you getting it done for that day. The other thing I wanted to talk about really, really quick was vulnerability and accountability. I know I'm hitting up on the 30-minute mark, but this will be quick, I promise. Is that a lot of times, and I was talking to my sister about this, so Jan, I'm going to put you on the spot. And I was like, I don't understand why so many people want to get fit in the dark. It's like they want to work out and they want to, you know, kind of do their own thing, but there's this underlying fear, well, what if I don't succeed? I don't want anybody to ever know. You know, it's kind of like if I never even post anything about fitness, then in the event that I fail, then I don't have to worry about what people are going to say, like, wait a minute, when you just doing, or if I post a picture of a burger, and then they'll come back and say, well, wait a minute, I thought she was on a diet. And the reason I know this is because I did it myself. I had the same fear. But what helped me get past that, and the reason why I felt like I needed to get past that, is because if I can't allow myself to feel that vulnerability in exposing what it is that I am doing or the accountability for doing it, then I'm not going to make it. When I came on here and I knew I had a call tonight at 6 o'clock, I had to make time for this call at 6 o'clock. When I'm coming on here and I'm telling you guys that I want to be your coach and I want to help you lose weight, it holds me accountable to say, well, I can't just be sitting up here eating all this. I have these women that I am accountable to, and I'm accountable to myself. So I know a lot of you don't feel comfortable posting in the group, and that's fine. The group is private, it's closed, but we're not all there yet. I would still encourage you to take your own pictures on your phone, track your progress. You will be amazed at how you look when you go from day 1 to day 21, or day 1 to day 80 of session, or day 1 to 6 weeks in the Transform 20. Hold yourself accountable to you. You know, I used to always take a sweaty selfie. I did it because if there was a day that I didn't have a sweaty selfie, I felt like, man, I used to wear a Fitbit. Let me go back. I used to wear a Fitbit. And y'all, it got so bad that when I would leave my Fitbit at home, I didn't even want to walk. I just wanted to sit down all day because I felt like these steps don't count. Ain't nobody even gonna know I stepped today. I don't have any steps. I damn sure don't have 10,000. I maybe got 2. And I felt so bad. It was because that little number, that little tracker, that little machine held me accountable that said, you need to get up and you need to move for today because you don't want to look and see 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 steps. The way that made me feel is what motivated me to get up and start stepping. So whatever your motivation is, whether it's a photo collage in your phone, whether it's, you know, you writing down what you did for the day or whatever it is, just do something to hold yourself accountable, because if we don't, it makes it that much harder to get there. Whatever it is that it needs to be, do it so that it'll help you get, you know, to your goals faster. So I'm over time, but I do want to say, is there any more questions or any more comments or anything else that you'd like to talk about on the next call, or that you want me to post about this week that you think could help motivate you, encourage you, or just push you past, you know, what we see as obstacles sometimes are not really obstacles. They're a part of the path. And it's not, don't waste your time trying to get over it. Go through it, because that's the only way you're going to get to the results at the end. So is there anything else that you ladies would like to chat about in the 1 minute of overtime we've got going here?
I have a question.
Sure.
Will we be going to other social media sites, or will it only be on Facebook?
Great question. To be honest, I spend the majority of my time on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I do stories on Instagram. I share the Instagram stories on Facebook stories. I think Facebook stories are stupid. I don't think anybody even watches them. The reason the group is primarily centralized on Facebook is because Facebook allows for groups.
Oh, okay.
Instagram does not allow you to do groups. You can't create a group. You can create a page with followers and you can leave information on your page, but you can't really have interaction as far as posting comments, setting up events, scheduling, things like that. You just don't have the capabilities with Instagram, which I guess is why Facebook purchased Instagram. They're now owned by the same company. So you use Instagram sort of as your picture story, if you would have it. This is where I can go see everything, and then to actually get involved from a business standpoint, everything kind of shifts over to Facebook. I really wish everything would be on Instagram. That way I could probably even close out my Facebook account. However, that's not the intent or the design of Instagram. Sort of like Snapchat. It's a quick and dirty. There won't be this long, drawn out history, archive of things. You're supposed to get in, catch it for the day, and move on. If you want a little bit more content, you can go to IG. If you want a little bit more content on top of that, then you can kind of go to Facebook. So that's really why the group is centralized here on Facebook. And it's not just our group, all of our groups. Like, I'm in Ashley Molstead, who is my coach. Her group, our Transform 20 group, is on Facebook. She has all of our calls through Zoom. We are all doing the exact same kind of thing. However, our footprint or our presentation still remains on Instagram, just because I like the Instagram. I think the Instagram platform is much more friendlier when you're wanting to see things and kind of go through stuff like that.
And just one other question.
Yes, ma'am.
Moving forward, is it possible to get information on the Saturday workout before Saturday? Like, you put in there, okay, this Saturday we will be doing this, and maybe to help more people want to get involved.
Great.
Maybe they won't think, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to do it, and then they just don't come in, log in thinking they saw me, so now I got to do it. They can be more prepared for it.
Okay, great idea. So what I will do, my takeaway will be that on Wednesday morning when I do the selfie post, I will also do the weekend workout on Wednesday. And that way it'll give you at least more than one day or the day of notification to not only kind of preview the workout if you want to do it, but also make scheduling arrangements for timing if you want to do it. The one thing I did want to say is that the reason that I don't record our morning workouts, because I know everybody can attend, but the reason I don't record them is because Beachbody doesn't allow us to record the programs and then save them out on the internet somewhere. I can do it live with you. We can watch it together all day. I just can't record that and then save it out there as content for others viewers to view, because if that was the case, I could do the whole program like that and just save it in a folder, and then you would have complete access.
Can you do like a snippet, like if we're gonna do Shanti, you know how it has the cover, like if you go
like
on,
the name of it,
the cover of it. So okay, this is the workout we're doing. It's not a video. It's just so people research it themselves. Okay, what we're gonna do.
I sure can. That can actually be the photo. That way I don't have to worry about trying to find a picture for the post. That can be the picture for the post, and then in the detail section is where I'll put the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Love it. Great stuff. Great stuff, ladies. What else you got? All right. Well, I'm not going to hold on to everyone's time anymore tonight. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
I ain't thinking nothing.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We're going to have one every 2 weeks. We'll have a call every 2 weeks. Yeah, we'll do this every 2 weeks just because I don't feel like there's enough to talk about weekly. But at least it'll kind of give us a midway touch point just to share information, to come and get together. And if worst case, to say hi to everybody, So if that's it, I don't have anything else. Like I said, I am going to record this call. It'll be saved in the file section of the group. So if you ever want to go back and watch it, if you ever want to go back and say, hey, Jamie, wait a minute, it's Thursday. I ain't seen that post come through about the Wednesday workout. I'm going to record it. So it'll be there, again, holding me accountable to you guys. So if you couldn't make the call tonight and you still want to know what we talked about, feel free to go check it out and watch it or rewatch it whenever, because I'll have it saved out there probably later on tonight.
All right.
Well, all right, Fit Chicks. Y'all gonna have a fantabulous week. And I will look forward to seeing those pictures, posts, comments, and replies in the upcoming week. And I will talk to everyone in about 2 more weeks.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
So you just show through the whole entire time?
I know.